Like, yeah. All right. Oh, hello. We're back. I forgot that we don't do the 3, 2, 1s anymore because it makes it easier to edit. Hello, part 2 of the Punter Show. Should mention, boys, a few new things filtering through. The dish pickers, Glenn, the greyhound tips have started again. And,
right, and any
Why do you call them dish pickers? Because they're dish lickers, but we pick them?
Dish pickers, because I wasn't allowed to have the name I wanted, Glenn, which I'm sure, the live kill.
Oh, the live kill's great.
Oh, isn't it what? Isn't it the best?
That's a good name.
Oh, yeah.
What, the powers that be?
Yeah. Kibosh. Glenn.
You don't want to lose the Punter Show being the Punter Show.
It's the live kill.
Yeah, welcome back to the live kill.
How good. That's a greyhound show.
Yeah, really brilliant.
You would even go on that show because it's called the live kill.
Or you could have called it bait and wait.
Yeah. That could be a segment in the live kill.
Right now to bait and wait. Mark, what have you heard about bait and wait? Well, the private trotting, private greyhound.
Imagine the logos you could have, you know, the footage. And,
yeah. It's fertile territory when things go awry like that. You know, when you know, like Ollie, you know, fails his breath test. It's like, something happened.
Yeah, well, it is something. It's all human behaviour, and it is something to talk about. And I think if you do look at things with a bit of a light-hearted attitude, the world will be a better place. While we take the piss. You know, we got an email down here and he just takes a complete piss out of it. I enjoy reading it.
Yeah.
Agree with half of what he said.
Yeah.
I am fucking legless, lovely.
Anyway, so dish pickers, greyhound service, $20 a week. Tips from, you know, probably 3 or 4 tips a day from around Australia. Staking plans and everything else like that. Just missed with the first bet, which was a 10-to-1 thing, which was led by 6, got run down, beat in the nose by the odds-on favourite. It was, but he backed it, win and place. But yeah.
Apparently that dog didn't get a little bait and wait during the week.
Yeah.
Missed it, it's a live kill. But we'll get back to it.
The Glen stuff. The days at Winnie Park, you were Leviathan.
Big dog man.
I had 80,000 on a dog one night.
Yeah.
It's not a bad bet.
When we were doing that exercise before, did we? Yeah, you had 80,000 on this stuff.
So I actually have 80,000 on the biggest bet I've ever had is 80,000.
On a dog?
On a dog.
Yeah.
7-4, there it is. Didn't win.
Yeah.
How was the night?
I think I won something.
It's like the inverse of Donning Mist, where you basically had
had a massive win on here.
Yeah, but
and then went a complete strip out.
Well, they're my biggest days. Win 375 on my biggest winning result. Win 250 on the day, so that's my biggest day.
Yeah.
Biggest bet ever on a dog, 80. Yes, 80. It's a lot.
Where'd you watch it from?
I'll see. Oh, it didn't come any good. Oh, that's not good.
So you were over and done with early, or?
Yeah, missed start. Yeah. Brad third, should have shit.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Of course it was.
It's not that funny.
Your angels, that angels.
Look at that angel. Come out, little boy. Show me the way.
Adelaide's over running too. Good winning day. Tipped, what's its name? The David Hayes train thing, Muslim type name. Fatana. Are we allowed to say it?
No, I don't know. You said it, darling. You never hear me be anything like that. But just talking about quickly better race. No. I want to say one thing. This is I promise you wanted to cut that out. Coming here, we just turn right. Just coming down. What's that? Goes past the park. What's that road there?
Sydney Park Road.
Sydney Park Road. I'm about to turn right. A car, left-hand lane. 80 kilometres an hour to do a left-hand turn to get the lights in front of him. I couldn't turn in front of him. Outstanding driving.
Yeah.
Asian bloke.
Yeah.
Something you know to see.
Wow.
Like really polite ride.
So it was a Pollet-esque move.
I was a politics move, but with an Asian face. Don't see that very often, Dale boy. Oh, here we go. That fucking low could really drive. So whoever you were, sir, you're a white, old Avalon. You know those Toyota Avalons?
Yeah.
Outstanding driving. No blinker.
No blinker.
Oh, impressive. Very impressive, man.
Anyway, Fatadar was $15. Not only did Aaron tip it on his set, but it was also in the article, the preview article that we did going into it. So hopefully a lot of people on the site who get that for free were able to benefit from that at $15 and a winning set for Aaron. Brisbane Race Speed Profiles are now well and truly up and running. And keep your eye out for the podcast. Jake caught up with, did you have a chance to listen to with John Walter during the week?
No, that's all ahead of me.
Yeah, that was good. I think they're going to do something on staking plans this week as well too.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Breaking into our Punter Show Radio. We've got a future or what's any news?
I haven't heard back. What we're going to do, we're going to start doing a lot more of this, I suppose podcast is probably the wrong word for him, but audio
Vodcasts.
thing. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, vodcast.
Is that okay? Well, we're going to do a lot
video on demand.
or just audio. So
Oh, right.
I might.
Okay,
So
well,
what
that's a podcast.
what
Why
we'll
is
probably
that
do
not
in the is it a podcast? I don't know. Whatever it is.
Oh, because you can't download it and listen to it later.
Oh, I'm not sure. Just
You have
think
to-
I
you have
think a
to
podcast is a specific type of thing, isn't it?
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, there should be an audio, but we'll probably get interviews up and running anyway on the site. So rather than have all those articles, it'll be the interview of the people, similar to what it was on the radio.
Okay.
Great, there you go.
Yeah. So but I've just got to get that up and rolling. But that might be post UK trip.
From, you're going to read these tweets?
No.
No? Trying off. Why are we stopped?
Did you ask if we're going to read the tweets? I just thought I probably wouldn't. Just thought, like just sit here.
It's not a bad area, this isn't it?
It's alright.
Yeah. Pretty cold for miles. We're all been
Pink shirt, that at Egg
See, my angel's flirting already. Pants off. You're an idiot.
Trousers optional.
I do like that saying.
Danny Jackson made a point about Darren Weir and the professionalism that Weir uses in getting the tracks and all that sort of stuff and patterns and tactics, and it's about time other trainers catch up. Mark.
Well, he's a freak, isn't he? I don't know what the secret is to his success, but it's anyway.
Well, you saw Tonopah on Saturday, wasn't it? That's him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's time about it.
And what else did you see on
Guys,
Saturday?
just breaking in, I've just received a text.
Yes.
Newsflash.
He's yeah,
Hang on, hang on. If you look at my
Can you
phone,
actually-
see my phone's
Yeah.
got the big black dot in the middle? So what you got to do is you got to redirect the text because I can never read them, so you got to now forward it to someone else. Hang on.
And then what?
Then what?
Because then the forward part of it comes down.
Oh, right,
Comes underneath.
right,
Yeah,
right.
look, see through the dots. Now when I forward it, it goes underneath it.
Oh.
Dubbo and Kilmore both off today. No thoroughbred racing in Australia today.
Wow.
WTF.
Not one horse race in Australia today. It's not a bad text. I appreciate the person's telling me that text.
Right. So
Wow.
it's good. It's Good Friday.
It's good, yeah. But it's dogs and trots.
A dog trotty day. There you go. Oh, no, we've got the cartoon racing. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Number one, that's good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yay, won! Oh, fuck. Pretty exciting, man. I mean, we sold that, but I'm glad we did. Like, how is it going to last?
What's the
Cartoon racing.
I don't know. Is what any
It's
word
got
on
the popularity of a bald bloke with AIDS at a singles party. Like, it's just legal.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to live with the pokies, does it? Because it's not.
No, it's in the tabs. But you see,
It's actually in the.
Well, they tell me in Melbourne it's very popular.
Yeah.
I go to a stack of pubs in Sydney because I play cards and drink
Yeah,
and
look,
what's it
actually,
gonna
it's a
do?
fair point.
You never see anyone betting it.
No, it'd be interesting to see what the turnover figures are on it.
I reckon they're going to keep collapsing. Gosh,
Yeah.
it looks boring.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway,
It does.
appreciate that text that just came through. Dubbo and Kilmore off.
News flash from Glenn. Well done. We did a little topic last week, which was good fun actually. Good fun sourcing it and putting them up. The good come from behind Vinders. Artis Yataka, obviously, and you see
Yeah.
one of the best wins of all time. Some great memories. Superimpose.
Yes.
Coal Diesel.
Cold Diesel. Wow.
What-
1987.
Remember what a
86.
story with Coal Diesel was?
The
Yeah.
2-year-old's hard to understand, the slipper winner.
Oh,
Build
the
a
Belle
jaw.
de Jour.
But it's hard to understand how it won.
I watched that
It
replay.
actually just bludged to the back.
Yeah,
and they
you
fell
know what?
over
It
in
wasn't
front of
that. It was by the time they got to the 800 metres, it was well in there, and then he's cut all the way through the field, and
And you listen to the names, and
And-
it's running past, you're going, oh yeah.
This
Yeah.
isn't in this subject, but in this vein, you'll be interested in this. Commentator at Newcastle on Saturday, oh my goodness, Zed fast at the $2.10 missed the start. Well, it missed the start about half to three-quarters
Yeah,
length.
yeah, it settled exactly where it was
settled
gonna-
exactly where it would be. Second last outside, whatever, and just waiting to wind up. And the exact same, $6 in the run. Jumped
It
to
was
two,
never ever going to be anywhere bar it was.
jumped to 210, was in the exact spot it was going to be. Straight to $6. What do you want to do? You want some of it?
I'll have all of it, thank you.
yeah.
But talking about come from behind, that's an interesting.
Yeah, interesting, the in-running phenomenon.
Oh, in running phenomenons, completely.
And what a good track that has become, Beaumont, you know?
It has it had that little stink of leaderish for a while there. I remember I was up there the first time I went there when the Gary Moore horse won.
Yeah, but it
what
went
was it
on,
called?
went on to win at Canterbury
Classic
as well.
Brazar,
Yeah,
what
classic,
it-
yeah.
Classic some fucking thing. And I thought, oh, this track, that shouldn't have run away to win by
That
nine.
was
This
also
track,
a very heavy track as well.
Yeah,
Well, it was
yeah.
wet.
but it settled in.
You know, it's lead, it's come from behind. It's good as
What are you
gold.
looking
I just think a heavy track. Wow. Will we ever see one again, Mark?
We will, because they'll, you know, it'll rain one day and they'll
go
pour
to
heavy. Because
we'll go to, oh, well, no. Sorry. One
So-
that is actually. I think Randwick was heavy a few times.
Queen Bian was abandoned yesterday on a good 3 track
Yeah.
condition.
Dubbo.
Dubbo
How much rain did Dubbo get?
I don't know.
Yeah, we do have a lot of
5
cancellations these
We have
days,
a lot of
don't we?
cancer. I flew to Dubbo once, and as the plane landed, the pilot said, "Oh, welcome to Dubbo. If you're here for the races, they've just been called off. Have a lovely
Off
day."
you go.
I went to Dubbo Zoo for 11 and a half hours with about 88,000 in a backpack.
we have a very different mindset. So the analysis I did last week was a meeting at Canterbury. They raced at Randwick on the Monday for Doomben. You know, remember they used to have that Monday Doomben meeting?
Yeah.
So they raced at Randwick on the Monday, Kembla on the Tuesday, Canterbury on the Wednesday, and Wyong on the Thursday. And all the tracks were heavy, and they'll, you know, some of them were likely to be called off. So Canterbury had, I don't know, 130 acceptors and just 20 scratchings, and they were mostly emergencies.
Right.
Heavy track. Now, if you get a heavy track at Canterbury now with 80 acceptors, you will lose 30 of them. We've got
And
a very, very different mindset.
A very safe racing track.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right, keep going, Dale. What do we have to...
Turf Domain mention, greatest story to come out of Gunnedah today. Specific choice winning for Cody Morgan.
Glenn doesn't
Fantastic,
want to hear this
Cody. I forgot it was in. And of course,
one. You remembered
The
when
angel didn't
you remembered
arrive.
when it posied up in the run.
Look, it's a case the angel hadn't been accessed yet. I hadn't watched the show. Now that will never happen again. My angel will show me the way.
Take you to Gunnedah. Ralphie mentioned, did Glenn say during the week with J Mac there are 2 of him?
That's it, 2 of you, and I completely agree with you,
Impending.
Ralphie. Struth impending. Never really, just 2 of them. I'm telling you.
Well, there sure is, because you watch him on Moibien, right? There is a, I'm taking this race by the scruff of the neck. And then he gets on Saneo. Now, I know it's a piece of crap. Saneo, Warwick Farm. It's drawn in a race where Aaron Cheney's the only other horse can go forward, and he just, like, settles off them, and,
He's the best.
you know, there was a race for him to be positive, and, you know, he couldn't be bothered.
He's saving up all his winning rides for when the market says this will win. He's a freak. If he's so-so in the market, it won't be winning. Telling you, he's a freak.
We had a few correspondence about Richard Freeman, which we mentioned as well, but
Yeah.
also China Masters, Glenn. She's getting a bit of a run.
Yeah, I know. Well, good on you. I don't want to bag China. She's probably a lovely girl.
Old China.
Little battler. But hard to
Seem-
watch.
Yeah, it seems, the female
Yeah, but there's nothing else to watch.
tokenism.
No, I'm not saying I got the answer.
You say hard to watch, but it's the only game in town.
I don't know what the answer is. But all these ex-jockeys and these ex-girl jockeys getting runs because we need to employ so many women. Why don't we employ no women? Fuck it. Let's have blokes.
I don't think it's about that, Glenn.
Well, let's just employ
They're only
people. Let's
employing-
employ
they're only
people who are good for the
employing
job.
who are the best at the
Certain
job.
types
Let's get the bloke who's the best at the job.
Richard Freeman.
I don't know. It's what's that word?
Fulfilling.
Yeah. They get that position, and then you got to have them. Like I said, I'm really, really missing Richard Callender.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't
It's
it?
amazing to say. He was a punter, plenty of idea, massive big ego. Feel like he's got a bit of he's got the schoolyard bully in him. Like, I'll talk over everybody, but at least he had something to say that your brain could accept as information. Fucking, they got Glenn one week to do the fucking thing. He said, I like black horses.
Yeah, looks good because it's a black
Glenn's a
horse.
pretty smart guy, but he likes black horses. Fucking black horses.
Michael said, good afternoon guys, I need some help with something and thought some of your customers might be in the same boat. Both to place bets on Australian horse races from jurisdictions when gambling is illegal, like as in much of Asia, and locally through bowler accounts. Is a VPN the answer? If so, any advice on how and with whom to set them up would be greatly appreciated. As I understand it, the solution may not be as easy as it might seem, given the detection technology now possessed by some governments and online bookmakers. Well, bookmakers,
Glenn.
you got to. This is for Glenn. Yeah. What's your comments on VPNs?
That's this thing for Mark.
Nothing.
What's VPN? They're visible panty lines, aren't they? No, visible panty. That's VPL. Girls out there watch the show know what I mean. I don't like them either. Bad law. She's on some G-bangers down the beach the other day. I was looking at her, hey!
Mark,
forever you'll be known as that old bloke that fell over.
It was just so embarrassing. Fucking people running around, and all the young honeys who you just think, oh, I'm a chance with, not one of them moved. You know my biggest problem, and I've got to talk to my little angel about this, is I really think I'm a lot younger than I am. I'll give you an example. I was at a barbecue the other day and they got these photos of everyone like this, and I went, "Who's that fucking old?" That was me.
Yeah. Yeah. Does that ever change? Don't you actually die thinking you're young?
But I think I'm really young. Like really, really young.
Yeah. Like
I go to school reunions and the girls you really couldn't get at school that you really wanted to get, I asked them if they got grandchildren. Like, you know, like you got a daughter I can knock up or something. Like, it's just like torture how young I feel. I feel really young.
I understand.
Like 22-ish. I'm 54 this year. I've only got, 14 months to go.
Yeah.
Maybe the angel will save me from the noose.
Maybe it might take you there earlier.
Forward. back to
Just look at you and go, nah, sorry, I can't help you. The only way's out.
Yeah, go to the VPN, Mark.
Alright, VPN, Mark.
Yeah, so it is easy enough.
Explain what a VPN is for those.
It's a virtual private network, so they're basically going to pretend that you're in the Netherlands, or your internet connection appears like it's coming from somewhere else.
Okay.
So you're not in Australia or in one of those jurisdictions that where betting is outlawed, but it does appear that lots of sites, particularly the vision providers like Netflix, and they're onto it.
The vision providers, that's a VP. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
They're onto it, are they?
Well, they're managing to detect that you're using some sort of blocking software.
So you'd imagine the corporates are right up on that sort of stuff.
Well, I would think so, but it's probably worth a try, because VPNs are only like maximum of $10 a month.
Are we going to get a corporate that comes out and says, "Look, I just want to play people"?
Just going to bet, yeah. Well, a lot of people actually do say if the
what about Palmer Bet? I've seen a stack of advertisers back at cabs and buses, and they're friends of the show, friends of ours, and they said, "Well, look, come and bet with us. We'll take you on. We'll take you on." Yeah. I think that type of attitude. I mean, I don't know if they play by that. I don't bet with them.
Well, I think they had a couple of bad experiences where their software let them down.
That type of attitude is like, from what I can hear from, I had a drink the other night with a few people from this joint and that joint and wherever, and workers, and they're all terribly unhappy because they're being restricted by younger people coming through who haven't got any racecourse experience, staff, and just look to bet nobody almost.
Yeah.
Well, how does betting nobody work?
I don't know. As a lot of people have mentioned,
what's the horary advice? Don't write a bet.
So you don't write a bet, right? Okay, so don't bet. Company's worth you paid $880 million for a company, and then I see that, I think it's sports bet ads, and they seem to have them ads with the bloke, and he bets his short with his ass hanging out, and then the other bloke goes, bacon over there, and they got all these dopey like, bacon, and that's the sort of customer there.
Yeah. They're looking
imaging.
Yeah.
Well, that's who they're after.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you do bet with them, you're that bloke in the ad. And if you get looked after then, get to your local doctor and have a retard test. I'm telling you, you're only going to watch the ads to see who they're trying to get.
Yeah.
But if you're a retard, do you want to know you're a retard?
Well, so I'm trying to help the retards out there.
No, but it doesn't help. You're better off just staying.
Better off not knowing you're a retard, just retard
You know the line, ignorance is bliss?
Ignorance is bliss.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, you just wander around.
You might be wrong. You might be wrong.
Exist.
Bet your shorts.
Happy as Larry.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to be happy.
Anyway, we'll find out. I'm sure we'll have a few people who are in the Asian area.
Yeah,
that will be able to email in. I'm not sure if a VPN's going to work with a corporate.
In the Asian area?
No, it's not being racist. No, because in Asia you can't even access the sites, because it's like in Thailand, for instance, it's illegal to bet.
Oh, so we'll have blokes up there. We've got men up there.
No, we got people in Thailand, and I know that it's people. I know there's quite a few people who often go to Thailand or bet through Thailand, watch the show and bet while they're there. So I'm sure they'll be able to let us know how they do that.
Great.
Anyway, all right. Thank you, Michael. More on that next week.
When you say Thailand, all I think of is trannies when you say Thailand.
Yeah.
I mean, people in Thailand probably think, Australia, I only think it's kangaroos. But
In
It's
koalas.
famous for trannies.
Well, just with all that, with that
ping pong balls and trannies. That's all I think about.
ping pong balls and trannies, yeah. Well, that backburning, I was saying to Glenn on Saturday, you probably missed it because you were...
I could see it on the TV. It was very visible.
It was good. Do you reckon, like, you know, like they do it to protect the environment and all that? Like the koala sitting in the tree, just having a real bad day, getting burnt. So they send him an email and say, mate, look, you've got to piss off for a couple of days. We're just going to burn the fuck out of your place. Oh, he's saying, yeah, this is great. This is just going to help me. I'm now on fucking fire. I'm just sitting there koalaing along.
We find out how many koalas got killed on the back of them.
You know, I'm not having the greatest fucking day of my life.
So I've got a mate
You're
of mine.
protecting me,
I've got
are
a
you? Thank you.
mate of mine sitting in the boob as we speak right now because he was involved in the live and bait or the what's the other word we're doing? Live and bait.
The live, no, bait.
Bait and watch.
Bait and white. What would you call it?
The live kill.
The live kill. He was involved in a bit of that, right?
Yeah.
So he's involved in that. Yet rangers can have a badge and like cook 10,000 koalas. You can cook 10,000 koalas.
And there's
And their little children, they go, ah! Fuck, it's hot, Dad! Don't worry, son. The eucalyptus oil, it'll save us.
This is for our benefit.
Yeah.
This is going to help us.
You're allowed to do
This
that.
is going to protect us
You
from
guys got
bushfires.
seriously smoke affected on Saturday, didn't you?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It sent you Parramatta.
And that's like, they backburned to what, save what, bushfires?
Yeah.
I love a good bushfire. Doesn't affect me, I'm down the beach at Coogee tripping over.
Matthew said, love the show. Just wanted to inform you that corporate bookmaker Sportsbet has voided all the bets on the Kentucky Derby on Sunday morning. Does anyone know about this?
No.
No. So obviously something's wrong. After the event had finished, like a couple of hours after, I personally missed out on a measly $120 win, but just thinking of the blokes who have had who went in harder and have lost their money. All as I've lost those, I've been offered 2 by $20 free bets which need to be turned over 100,000 times before I see any real money. Regardless, keep up the good work.
You know, like, make some call somebody. That doesn't sound normal. What's going on
I
there?
don't know. I mean, obviously there was something went on.
But yeah, you got it. Yeah. But have you seen the Kentucky Derby yet? No. I'm saying it now and I'm saying it live, and I don't give a fuck who's out there. Sue for whatever you can get out of me. Go watch the Kentucky Derby. Look at the horse that gets in the second place at the 200 metre mark, and then harder in the second place at the turn, and then stops riding the whole way down the rest of the road to try to be beaten just on a length. Would have pissed in, was fucking dead. I'm telling you, it was brown bread. Watch it.
Okay, we'll all watch the rerun of the Kentucky.
So how can a horse be dead in the Kentucky Derby, you say? Well, the winner going into it was 7 from 7, right? So now it's 8 from 8. So it might be worth 100 million. So maybe the breeders get involved with the hickory dickory docks and say, listen, don't be lobbing.
Because we've got a big earn here.
And it was written on dirt too, you know. The old Kentucky Derby on the bluegrass, it's all finished. They've gone to the dirt. They got like Peter Volandi's evil twin over there running races, I'm telling you.
It's been on dirt forever.
Has it?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not on turf. It's on dirt. So's the Preakness, so's the Belmont.
I wish it was in grass.
You're thinking of bluegrass, Kentucky. It's got something to do with the raising of the
Well, I don't
Yeah.
get American racing and I don't follow any of it, but I'm telling you.
They have.
Get out there, watch the replay, and tell me the bloke on the second horse isn't brown bread at the 200 when he stops riding. I'm telling you. Are we allowed to say horses from overseas are dead?
Oh,
we couldn't say it for New South Wales.
No.
But listen, let's see the Americans sue us.
John said, hi, someone has been appointed to grey wagering.
I saw that.
John, that's just somebody who's been replacing Colin Tuck. That's Colin
Really?
Tuck's position, yeah.
So where's Cole gone?
Oh, Cole's retired, I think,
Oh, yeah,
after
that's
40 years plus
Yeah,
service.
Yeah, cold time.
But that was just his position being replaced. So it isn't actually somebody being brought in specifically to grow wagering. This is from Glenn. Was this you, Glenn, just getting angry at night?
No, but it's good. I like it.
Glenn with one end.
What's up, big noters? Not a fucking peep out of you this week. Why don't you publish the results of the Super 6 for the last 6
What's
months?
the Super 6?
That was one of the one to follow products.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The last 3 months to show everyone how legless you are at tipping winners. I want to apply now for a position as a tipster with
You've
your
got one?
blood-sucking firm.
Yeah, come on.
I will sit next to Stevie Wonder and he can show me
Who's that,
how he
Johnny
does
Waller?
your form.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed to call yourself professional tipsters and still dud people. Look forward to a reply of someone. Hopefully Dallas, no ID Baker until I look at the parade. Fuck me, get fair dinkum, boys.
And the thing I liked about this email, first of all, I quite enjoyed it.
Capital letters.
I love how when we get the bad email, you go into the different voice.
Yeah, okay.
You notice that? He always goes into that voice.
Right, okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
From Glenn, look, good on you, mate. Look, keep emailing in. If you want to come on the show and do some tipping or get involved with us, everyone's welcome. You're welcome to.
It's called a marketplace.
Of course.
See you there.
Show's the Punters Show. I happened on Saturday to tip Ecuador on top, paint on top, took $11 both. Said Sabacus was immoral.
Mm-hmm.
How they get beaten on the first?
It's a winning day.
You win with my tips, mate. But
Yeah.
look,
Yeah, we're all no good.
and now that my angel's helping me, I'm going to tip even better. Let's get to part 3 in a second.
Thank you.
We might reverse, hey?
Yeah.